Hello everyone. Please check the link on top of the video for the best weight loss solution on the internet. Before we get started, too heavy or too short? A few years back, I met with a guy who wanted my help to lose some weight, not an altogether uncommon request in my world. Without giving you specific details, it's fair to say that he was morbidly obese. That is huge. Somewhere in the vicinity of double his ideal bodyweight.Or, half his ideal height.I. In our first meeting, he informed me that he was physically, mentally, emotionally, and socially bankrupt and ready to do whatever it took to change his body and his life. We got down to the nuts and bolts of the change process, and together we created a strategy, an accountability system and a timeline for the intended transformation.Junk-Food. CentralAs. Part of our initial session, I asked him to walk me through a typical day of eating in his world. It was terrifying. I did my best not to show what I was thinking, as I didn't want to offend him, but the volume of food was hard to believe. His daily lunch was generally 3,000 to 4,000 calories. No, that's not a misprint of high-fat, high-salt, high-calorie junk food. To put this in context, my typical daily intake for all my meals combined ranges from 2,000 to 3,000 calories, depending on my activity level for that day. And keep in mind that I'm an active bloke with a reasonable amount of muscle.By. The way, this guy's problem wasn't lack of knowledge, education or intelligence. He's a qualified scientist. Chatting with him, it was clear that his knowledge and understanding of all things health, fitness, nutrition and lifestyle was more than adequate. He knew what to do, but he didn't do what he knows.So. To speak.Despite his knowledge, and despite his apparent desire to change, he had continued to make choices that kept him trapped in a body he hated. He ate bad food. He ate too much food. And he did it all the time. He also moved too little. One of his regular lunches was 4 cheeseburgers and a coke.A. QuestionQ. So why did the intelligent guy who hated how he looked and felt regularly choose 4 burgers and coke when he could have chosen a chicken salad and a bottle of water instead? Because the burgers and coke gave him instant pleasure and comfort, 2 things he loves, while opting for the chicken salad and water wouldn't have given him instant weight loss. And, at that point in time, he was all about instant gratification.As are many people.For. A long time, he wanted the results without the effort, the sacrifice, the time investment or the discomfort. He liked the idea of a fitter, leaner, lighter body but not the practical commitment, hard work of doing what was required to create it. And, as we all know, wanting ain't doing. Knowing ain't doing. Hoping ain't doing. And intending ain't doing. A realistic approach. Despite what some people might suggest, lasting transformation typically takes time. Occasionally, lots of time. And effort. The guy who has spent 20 years abusing his body won't undo that abuse by next Thursday. Physical transformation is not a magic trick, it's a mental, emotional and physical journey. And it's not a theory or a philosophical construct, it's a practical, logical scientific process. And often, an uncomfortable one. The years have taught me that some people's desire to be comfortable simply overrides their desire to create lasting change. And some people's obsession with a quick fix stops them from addressing their problems in a realistic and intelligent manner. Until that changes, those people will sadly continue to inhabit their self-created, less than desirable reality.So. What's your priority today, comfort or results? A quick fix or a lifelong transformation? PS, the morbidly obese guy finally got his head in the game and lost the weight over a period of 18 months. He figured it was easier than doubling his height.